All right, Puro Kukelo Bob, thank you for that we are having you on Talk SSD. Kickboxing is often overlooked as a legitimate form of sports in South Sudan. But since you came to this country, the mindset is changed. You defied all odds to introduce kickboxing into this country. Briefly talk to us about yourself. Who is Puro Kelo?
Thank you so much, and I'd love to thank all the listeners and probably all the people going to watch this interview. Puro Okello is a very simple man, when lived in America, lived in Canada, fought out of Canada, former Canadian professional kickboxer. Now I'm back to Africa to promote the sport that I loved, and I'm giving back to the community. This is a dream that I was dreaming in Canada, to come back to Africa and really make a difference. And of course, South Sudan is not an easy place to promote sport, especially kickboxing or a sport not well known. But it'll take a time and delegation from my side to deliver what is best for me and also for the community here at large. South Sudanese are not well known for sports. They're all well known for, maybe fighting, killing one another, tribal wars, and of course, wrangling with the government and politics. But we wanted to be known for also sports. I believe basketball already made a very big impact in the community of South Sudanese all over the world. But kickboxing was a player before even basketball. We started since 2012 going to Africa, and we did a lot of tournaments all over Africa. But because of, maybe the media and us, we were not really putting more focus and emphasis into this
Yeah, take us through your journey as an amateur until you become a professional kickboxer.
It is not that an easy story. It's a very long story. I started in karate, actually. I'm a third-degree black belt in karate. This was in Khartoum when I did my first black belt, or before I've been doing the black belt, I was in just karate. I played karate as a kid in the school, and always just for fun. And before going to North America, becoming professional there at kickboxing, but being an amateur. In amateur sport, you don't really get paid. You do it just for the name of the sport. But professional, you get paid for what you do. And this is one of the things I want to introduce to Africa as well, to do professional fight. And this is going to be semi-professional fight that coming here in Juba.
That was in 1970s, right?
70s, 80s, you name it. I started karate in 78, actually. That was like 40-something years ago.
Yeah, when I interviewed you 2 years ago, you said that you introduced MMA to South Sudan in 2008.
Correct. That's when I started coming full-time here, yes. Not only MMA, but also kickboxing and the rest of the, promotional sport as well.
Kickboxing, boxing is component of MMA, right?
Yeah, kickboxing and karate. It's a mix of jiu-jitsu, karate, kickboxing. It's all becoming MMA, becoming a mixed martial arts. You have grappling like our wrestling, normal wrestling in every tribe that does here in South Sudan. Wrestling then become a box, and then box become karate, becoming all kickboxing and MMA. That's why they call it MMA. It's a mixed martial art of everything. All the components, so like a grappling, take down, and then you throw the opponent down, and you still can box, and you still can kick, you still can elbow and knee.
It's 2023. What difference do you see today compared to previous years?
Oh, well, I see a lot of promising future in terms of the sports. Also, South Sudanese now start to love kickboxing, and of course I've been promoting good tournament, and James Majhok become a good sensational on that. He becoming the #1 Africa fighter. And now I want to bring him to an international level. Never been done in Africa before, but it's here in South Sudan. We want to do an international event right here in Juba to showcase, our talent, and also to let the world know that we are part of the communities, right? And also we are very hardworking people. We don't just sit and lay and kill one another, but we can also produce bad fighters and bad champions.
Where do South Sudan stand as a country in the kickboxing, in kickboxing arena?
Well, I talk with this very open, with a big open mouth. Kickboxing, we talk about kickboxing and mixed martial art. It is me who brought it to Africa. One of the few who came back from abroad to come to Africa is me. African would love to go and stay in Europe or America or Asia. Me, I came back from North America to come back to Africa. So very few people who are really dedicated like the way I'm doing it. I think South Sudan is number one. I'll put it that way, because we are very active, very busy. Besides of South Africa all have all the resources. Nigeria now is picking up, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Egypt. Those people have resources. But South Sudan, when it comes to kickboxing, we call it the number one, because we have also number one fighter here.
Today you received bell from Malaysia?
Yes, but no, from Thailand.
From Thailand.
The Malaysian is coming. Actually, he's the challenger.
What about that bell for a common man like me who knows nothing about it? What
Well, to you will be, for us, it is priceless. To you, it is $1 million question.
Mm-hmm.
Belt is the last stage of where, like you earn a degree when you went to school. You went to primary school, then you are into intermediate school, high school, and then now you are into college or university, and you earn your degree. It is a glory that you want to celebrate with everybody, and it is an opportunity to be number one in the whole world. So it's not an easy thing. For us, it is priceless, completely. You don't put any money into the belt, but you put the glory that comes with it.
Why are we having it here? What will it gonna do?
First of all, we want to show to the world that we are so serious. Number two, it's the first time in history of South Sudan, never been held. And I want to show South Sudanese, yes, they are capable, yes, they can do it. Yes, it's not only the Asian game or people in Canada or US or any part of the world, but you are also a member of this community, and you can do it and become a world champion or international champion. And mind you, this is just an international championship belt. We want also to do a world championship belt here in South Sudan, once this road is open for us.
There are two international tournaments in December and in March 2023, respectively. When I interviewed you 2 weeks ago also, you were complaining about lack of budget and funding for kickboxing. What can you tell us?
It is not only about funding alone in kickboxing. I believe all the sports in South Sudan are not funded. Besides basketball, which received $6.something million. The rest of the sports are all complaining of the same thing. There are two major big sporting events that are coming. There is the All-African Game from the 8th to the 28th of March in Ghana, Accra, and mixed martial art for the first time will be in. And also there is the Olympic Games, which is the Thai boxing, kickboxing going to be member of the Olympic opening as an demonstration game. So these are the things that are going to happen. And the rest, we are still hoping to see many more tournaments to come. When you talk of financials, completely, these are some issues we don't even need to talk about, because you can be crying and there's nobody want to listen. So I just leave it aside, and I'm moving on. I'm struggling, doing the best I can, and moving on.
What else would you want to add to this interview that I didn't ask you from the beginning?
The tournament will be on the 2nd of December at Nyakuran Cultural Center, and the door open from 2 o'clock. So if you don't come by 2, make sure 3 o'clock you are missing the big fight. The Malaysian is arriving here from Malaysia, the champion, and I want everybody to come and show the support that needed for South Sudanese, and show to the world that we are capable and we are a member of the mixed martial art world. And besides that, there will be undercard. More than 20 guys will be doing undercard on MMA, only MMA. And this is a big opportunity to showcase their talent as well.
Puro, I thank you so much indeed for the privilege of your time.
Thank you so much, and thanks to everyone who is watching us out there.
Nice having you.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah.